Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have polishes for December polish pickup to share with you all.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
Polish pickup. So if you haven't heard of what polish pickup is, it's a monthly collab between indie makers. They get together every month and they create polishes and items based on a specific theme. Each month the theme is different. For the month of December, it is always maker's choice. So they get to pick the theme individually for them. Then they create the polish and the items and all of that. Did I mention that these products are limited edition? Because they are. And some products can be capped, meaning that there's only a certain amount that are created, and once they sell out, that is it. You can no longer get your hands on them anymore. A good way to keep track is through their Facebook page. You'll see if items are getting sold out, you'll see the cap, you'll see if makers are adding more product and all of that on there. Now, polish pickup is a pre-order. They open the first Friday of every month and then close that following Monday. For December, things are a little bit earlier, so just keep that in mind. Because it's a pre-order, you'll get your products within 3 to 4 weeks after the shop closes. And because items are capped and because this is a pre-order, if you like what you see and the item is capped, make sure you get to the site when they open. 11 a.m. Eastern time is when the shop opens on that first Friday. I'll have all the details and all of that down below. The shop is opening November 29th this month. Okay, I have a lot of swatches like always, so let's get into it. All right, guys, we are starting off with Alchemy Lacquers, and this is Ephemera, priced at $12.50, and there's a cap of 500. And welcome to the channel, Alchemy. Really excited. I'm working with a lot of new brands, so I'm really excited to show off these polishes to you guys. This is inspired by, it's actually complementing a polish, not a polish, but a collection that they have for December, which you guys will see soon. But this one is a vivid violet crelly with green to turquoise to blue shifting shimmer. The formula was absolutely amazing. 2 coats and I reached full opacity. I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 coats for everybody, depending on your nail length and how prominent your nail line is. That blue shifting shimmer in here is so glowy and intense. I love how we get different shades of blue. We get like this really bright, like turquoise shade. We see almost like this crystal, like blue. Like if you go to like a tropical island and you're looking at the water and it's just a super clear blue, like that is what the shift reminds me of. I definitely see the green shifts in here as well. I love the bright vividness that the purple to pink color, the base color, is giving us. It is so pretty, even better in person. Picture our 2 coats of Alchemy Lacquers Ephemera with a glossy top coat. We are moving on to BCB Lacquers, and this is Fly You Fools, priced at $13.50, and this is a cap of 400 bottles. It's inspired by Lord of the Rings. This is a navy crelly with red-orange glass flakes and blue-purple glass flakies. So we definitely go on the first coat, just like a crelly. We start seeing those flakies sort of illuminating from that base. On the second coat is when you're really going to see the navy base really building up. There we go, right there. And we get a heaping amount of flakies. Do you guys see how chunky some of them are? I love that. I love the various size shapes that we get with the flakies. I love how they are illuminating from within. Now, I decided to do 2 coats. Looking back now, could I have done 3? Probably. But I was happy with it in the moment with 2, so I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 for everybody. If you have longer nails and you do, usually do thinner coats, then I'm probably going to say 3 coats, just because we're working with more of a crellier sort of base. But we get this beautiful pond-like effect with the red and the orange glass flakies. We definitely see the blue flakies. I get a little bit of violet with the flakies as well. This would look so pretty matte because the flakies will still glow. I didn't show it off matte. I'm a glossy girl all the way, but I've seen pictures of it matte and it looks really, really good. Enjoyed this one, perfect for the winter time. Pictured our 2 coats of BCB Lacquers, Fly You Fools, with a glossy top coat. BCB Lacquers is also bringing us a cuticle oil. This is in Misty Mountains. If you haven't tried the cuticle oils from BCB Lacquers, I say this all the time, you have to. They smell absolutely amazing. The scent is fallen leaves, crisp winter air. You have cedar, winter berries in there, applewood, and then we have a ton of amazing ingredients: jojoba oil, coconut oil, avocado, sunflower oil, tea tree oil and everything is skin safe. You get a twist top, and then it's like a push button that you just click down. It does an amazing job with moisturizing my cuticles. I always go like overload with the video footage just so you guys can see, but a little bit does go a long way, so just keep that in mind. I love the scents. They usually linger on the skin and the hands for a little while, so if you're sensitive to scents, then you might want to steer away from these cuticle oils, but if you are a big fan of scents, BCB Lacquers is always spot on with their cuticle oils. Next up is byDanyVianna, and this is Celebrate All Your Victories, priced at $14, and there's a cap of 500 bottles. And I love the meaning behind this polish, the inspiration behind it. It's just a reminder to everybody that even if you have bad days, you always accomplish something, even if it's not your bigger goal yet, and tomorrow is just as important as today. This is a clear base with indigo to violet aurora shimmer, and it has a mix of golden stars. This one is so pretty, guys. This is definitely topper, has topper capabilities. I didn't show it off that way. I just wanted to show it off as just like a full mani. If you want something simple, something great for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, it has this beautiful, strong glow, and that's that aurora shimmer that is just coming on through. The stars are perfect. Now, I usually do not like anything but like flakies or glitters or, hex glitters. I usually steer away from any sorts of stars or any other types of shapes for glitters. I don't know. I never really cared for it. I always thought, it was really like, it just reminded me of like a little kid almost. But this one, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because the stars are golden and they sort of blend in with my nail bed. They blend in with that aurora shimmer. They're very subtle, right? They're not like super stark. Sometimes with star glitters, they're always like patriotic. So you have white or blue or red. But these ones are just very fairy-like, very ethereal, very soft. So really enjoyed this polish and the inspiration behind it most of all. Pictured are 2 coats of byDanyVianna, Celebrate All Your Victories, with a glossy top coat. Here we have Cadillacquer, and this is Night Book, priced at $14, and there's a cap of 600 bottles. And it's inspired by a piece of music by an Italian composer. Now, this is a thermo, so it's black when cold to a white or colorless state when it's warm, and it's packed with red to purple aurora shimmer and blue reflective glitter. We can see on the first coat we go on a little bit sheer, but we are definitely seeing that reflective glitter popping on through. The second coat we get even better coverage. That base color is really building up. Now, to me, this definitely doesn't look like a complete black base. And I think it's just because of the aurora shimmer, right? We see a lot of purple and a lot of red, so it's definitely jam-packed in there, just as the description says. We definitely get shifts or peaks of black because it is a black base, but this is my hand in its most coldest state. I mean, not freezing cold, but cold enough. So this is what you're going to see when it's cold. I built it up to 2 coats. I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 coats for everybody. Because this has reflective glitter, it is going to dry down texture, so keep that in mind. Use a thick glossy top coat, a glitter smoother, and a glossy top coat if you need to do that. Here it is in its warm state. To me, unless your hands are like on fire, this is the warmest that my hands could get, and it gave me this beautiful like sheen on the nails, like this really light pastel look. But really enjoyed this one. I've been loving thermals lately too. Pictured are 2 coats of Cadillacquer Night's Book with a glossy top coat. Next up we have Cuticula, and this is Hummingbird Glass, priced at $13, and there's no cap. There is no cap. This one is a teal jelly base full of green aqua shifting glass flakes, pink purple shifting shimmer, and fuchsia metallic flakies. So on the first coat we go on a little bit sheer. Just a disclaimer, I did build this one up in 3 coats from me working with Cuticula and me owning polishes. Before that, I usually have to build Cuticula flaky polishes up in 3 coats, but I'm okay with that because the polish never gets chunky. I never have any issues with the formula, and the end result is always glorious. And Cuticula is also bringing a top coat to their shop. I love my Glisten&Glow top coat, but I've been loving the Cuticula top coat recently, especially their scented ones. It's not, the scent is not overbearing, but it just lingers when I'm painting my nails, and then just a little bit afterwards, and it's amazing. But anyways, back to the polish. So 3 coats, this is what you're seeing right now. We get that beautiful like glass sheen look. The metallic flakies look so great against like this teal greenish sort of base. I really love those purple or the fuchsia flakies because they contrast so well with the green or like teal jelly base. This is a jelly, so we're going to get that nice squishy vibe. I feel like I'm definitely getting hummingbird vibes with this polish. And I feel like it's a polish that you can wear like in the springtime, maybe if you want a pop of color in the winter, just to sort of mix things up. Really enjoyed this one. I really love Cuticula flaky polishes. Pictured our 3 coats of Cuticula hummingbird glass with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have DRK Nails, and this is a Happy 2025, priced at $13.25, and this is a cap of 700 bottles. It's a magnetic aqua green gold mixed with blue purple aurora shimmer. DRK Nails, they are amazing when it comes to magnetic polishes. You always get a super strong line. I feel like I'm notorious for not holding my magnet on for a long time. And even with doing that, I still get a beautiful magnetic strip. Now, I went in for 3 coats with this polish. I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody. Now, tell me this is not beautiful, guys. Tell me this doesn't scream like happiness too. I feel like blue is such a happy color. When people look at that, I think there's psychology behind that. I'm pretty sure there is. If you know, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that blue equals like happiness or triggers happiness in people's minds. But I love the contrasting effect that we're getting. That magnetic strip, that green lime mix is just stunning. It's going to be beautiful for wintertime, beautiful for the summer as well. Pictured our 3 coats of DRK Nails, Happy 2025 with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Garpath Lacquers, and this is the tie that binds, priced at $13.50, and there is no cap. It's inspired by Halsey's cover of Johnny Cash's I Walk in the Line. And this is actually the 7th shade in their new CoverGirls collection, which is going to be launching on the Garpath Lacquers website on November 28th. I have some swatches of that collection that I need to show off to you guys. But this one is a chocolate brown jelly base, filled with blue holographic micro glitter and blue-green shifting aurora shimmer. I built this one up in 2 coats. I think long or short nails, 2 coats should be fine for you. But oh my goodness, the shimmer and the shifts. Can we just look at this, guys? This is beautiful. Garpath Lacquers is finishing off PPU with this beautiful, stunning, amazing polish. I feel like if you love those sort of prugly shades, I personally do, you're gonna like this one a lot. If you love sparkly polishes, if you love like a nice dark shift, I think you're really gonna enjoy this one. Like what you're seeing on the screen is what you're gonna see on your nails. I love that darker shift that we're getting. It's like that darker blue green, like it's definitely blue/green, has some purple in there, but it just looks so mysterious. And like the brown base it's just like running throughout the nail, and it's really just amping up the rest of this polish. I feel like that's what's giving us the more like shadows around the nails. Micro glitter in here, stunning. The aurora shimmer is what's giving it this beautiful, beautiful glow. Love this one. And wait till you guys see the other polishes from that CoverGirls collection. Your mind is going to be blown too. Sorry to enable, but this polish is stunning. Pictured our 2 coats of Garpath Lacquers, the tie that binds with a glossy top coat. Here we have Glam Polish, and this is Wild Beauty, priced at $14, and there's a cap of 190 bottles. It's inspired by the Wild Beauty of the Leavenworth Aringo flower. Not trying to pronounce that, but I know you guys will see it on the PPU website. This one has scattered holographic flakies, purple hollow with scattered holographic flakies, and fuchsia bronze aurora shimmer and galaxy glitter. If you love purple polishes, you're going to really enjoy this one. Fantastic formula. You can see I built it up in 2 coats. I'm going to recommend 2 coats for everybody. We get that nice run through of the Galaxy glitters. It goes all along the nails. It's not too overbearing. We can still see the other components, and I feel like they all share equal space on the nail. The scattered holographic flakies are gorgeous in here. We get that shimmer, that nice like shift to like that fuchsia. The bronze, I feel there's a little bit of bronze in there, but I feel like it's mostly like lighter shades of fuchsia and pink. But I'm not complaining because I think it looks really pretty. And guys, Glam Polish is going to have paddle brushes. Whether it's going to be in this polish or not, and I'm not sure, but I know in the future there will be paddle brushes, so something to look forward to. Pictured are 2 coats of Glam Polish, Wild Beauty with a glossy top coat. Here we have Glisten&Glow, and this is Sugar and Ice and Everything Nice, priced at $13.50, and there is no cap. And it's inspired by soft pinks in the wintertime. This is a pink jelly polish loaded with color shifting shimmer that shifts from gold to green to blue. Such a nice, like soft, dainty shade. This is going to be beautiful for now in the wintertime, for the springtime, for the summer, if you're looking for like a palette cleanser from all of the neons. I built this one up in 3 coats. I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody if you want a more full coverage look. We get a heaping amount of that beautiful gold shimmer. It almost looks like large particle shimmer, but it's not. It's just very sparkly. We get hints of green, but predominantly we're seeing a lot of that beautiful gold, but it's not taking away from that nice soft pink base. Really enjoyed this one. This would look amazing as a pedicure as well. And Glisten&Glow is bringing us their top coat, which I'm sorry I didn't include here, but the top coat is one of my favorites along with the Cuticula top coat. So perfect chance to give it a try if you have not tried it. Pictured are 2 coats of Glisten&Glow, Sugar and Ice and Everything Nice with a glossy top coat. Here we have Jen&Berries, and this is there are 4 lights priced at $13.50, and there's a cap of 400 bottles. It's inspired by Star Trek. It's a violet jelly base with gold green shifting shimmer and holographic micro flakies. This is another beautiful shifty shimmer polish. You can see on the first coat we get tons and tons of that beautiful gold shifty shimmer. It almost gives us this antique pruggly sort of vibe, but it's because we have that green shimmer that's also in there too. But you'll see more of that green on the full hand swatch when you're actually like doing your normal things in life, moving your hands around. But looking dead on is where we're going to get more of a glimpse of the gold shimmer. So here you go. You get slight shifts of green, and you still get that nice like yellow tone because the green shimmer, like I said, is mixed in with that gold. We're not losing our violet base. We definitely see it on the nails. We get beautiful shadows, beautiful shifts. I don't know, did I say I got opacity in 2 coats? And I think everybody 2 coats will be fine. I don't remember if I said that or not, but amazing formula, beautiful color. I feel like this is an all year round polish just because we have those brighter sort of shifts in here, or the brighter shimmer, that you can really work with this during any season. Pictured are 2 coats of Jen&Berries. There are 4 lights with a glossy top coat. Here we have Jior Courture, and this is called Vibes, priced at $14, and there's going to be no cap. And it's inspired by a beautiful woman vibing. It is a hollow base with dot glitters in various colors with a golden magnetic pull. Now, if you love dainty polishes that have a little pop of something, this is definitely going to be your color. The glitters don't come out in like large chunks. If you wanted to, you could definitely make that happen. I wanted the more like daintier sort of sparse look on the nails, and I ended up having those glitters more like centrally focused in the middle of my nail. I didn't do that on purpose or intentionally, but I sort of like that just because we like drew attention to that magnetic strip. I built this up in 3 coats. You can see it wasn't full opacity, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. I feel like it goes along with this more like daintier sort of look. And honestly, the star of the show is that like prominent magnetic pull, and then the pops of color with the gold, not the gold, oh my gosh, with these circle glitters. The base is like this like a brown dusty purple. At least that's what I'm seeing when I look at the base, and most of that bright pigment is in the middle. But really enjoyed this one. This is going to be a beautiful palette cleanser. Pictured are 3 coats of Jior Courture Vibes with a glossy top coat. Here we have Nailed It, and this is Moon Blossom, priced at $13.50, and there's a cap of 300. It's inspired by Moon in Flower Art. It is a sheer smoky purple toned gray base packed with pink gold crystal flakies. If you haven't tried flaky polishes from Nailed It, then you must. They make amazing flaky polishes, and they always do a great job when it comes to these like lighter sort of flaky filled polishes. You can see it on the second coat. We are building up to that smoky purple tone base, and we're getting a lot of the pink and gold crystal flakies. They just illuminate within the base. They give you this nice like pond effect because the base color is a little bit on the lighter end. I went in for 3 coats. I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody if you want more of an opaque look. Can this be used for like a topper? Possibly, but honestly I think it looks much better just built up on its own. We get a beautiful glow from within with these lighter flakies, and we get a nice dusting of this sort of purpley gray toned base. Another gorgeous polish from Nailed It. Again, enjoyed working with the formula in this polish. Pictured are 3 coats of Nailed It Moon Blossom with a glossy top coat. Here we have Night Owl Lacquer, and this is called Melancholy, priced at $12, and the inspiration is the maker. This is a dark gray crelly filled with rose gold holographic micro glitter flakies. Oof, a nice chocolatey brown with a pop of, little bits of color from the holographic glitter. On the second coat, you see that we're building up to that base color. Now it's described as a dark gray crelly, but I'm seeing like a chocolatey brown. But that's okay. I think it still looks pretty, right? We see all the rainbows peeking through. So pink, purple, orange, yellow, green. This, because of the micro glitters, you definitely want to work in thinner coats. I was fine with 2 coats. I usually do thick coats anyways, but just be cautioned that if you decide to do 2 coats, you want to wait for, you want to wait for that first coat to really dry down, or you're going to have like a gloopy finish. But really enjoyed this one. I think this is nice for the fall and for the winter time. Pictured are 2 coats of Night Owl Lacquer, Melancholy with a glossy top coat. Here we have Polish, and this one is called Cheshire Cat, priced at $14, and there is no cap, and it's inspired by the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. This is described as a deep indigo blue base packed with pink, copper, green, red shifting flakes. Lots of different colors in here. On the first coat, we go on a little bit sheer, but on the second coat, man, are we building up that base color or what, guys? All of the flakies are giving total glow vibes. I decided to go in for a 3rd coat. There's my kids running because you see my camera shaking, but that's okay. We can still see the coverage in 3 coats. Nice full opacity. I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody. In love with the brightness and the glow from the flakies. Because we have so many different colored flakies and they're all jam-packed in this polish, we get lots of shifts on the nails. So you see a little bit of green, a little bit of brown and yellow, but we're not losing that glorious base color. It is this beautiful, like inky purple shade. It's so like you get so many different colors on the nails, and it's just bright and fun. Really enjoyed this one. Pictured are 3 coats of polish, Cheshire Cat with a glossy top coat. Here we have Painted Polish, and this is Pining for You, priced at $13, and there is no cap. And it's inspired by an illustrated winter pine tree forest scene drenched in golden hues. It is a darkened pine green base with crushed gold metallic flakies. This is like a 2-coater for everybody. 2 coats and you're done. Look at that amazing coverage we get. We have this beautiful deep forest green base, and those crushed flakies are stunning, guys. They give you like a sandwich effect, right? But then we still see them on that second coat, right, on the top of the polish. But everything blends in very thoroughly and very well. Everything lays flat. I've always enjoyed the formula for painted polish. Before I swatched for them, I own tons and tons, and the formula never disappoints. This is the golden polish for Christmas time, golden polish for the holidays, golden polish for the winter. It is just, it's not vampy, right? Because it's not like a red or like burgundy polish, but it's just like dark nails in the winter just always look amazing. Pictured are 2 coats of painted polish, pining for you with a glossy top coat. Here we have Penelope Loose, and this is Lavender Field, priced at $13, and there's a cap of 700 bottles. And it's inspired by a lavender field. It is a green crowley with purple shimmer and lilac micro flakies. The first coat, we go on a little bit sheer. On the second coat, we are building up that opacity, and we are getting a heaping amount of that beautiful purple glowy shimmer. I did 3 coats, and I got full opacity. I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody. Love the contrasting effect that we're getting. It's this beautiful shade of green. It almost reminds me of like spring green, right? Like a beautiful spring green. And then the purple shimmer in here is just so glorious. It's not overbearing, but it's enough to give you a nice run along the nails. The flakies in here, although it's stated that they're micro, you're still able to visibly see them on the nail, and you can't confuse them with glitter because they're definitely flakies. Love this one. This is going to be beautiful for the springtime. If you are a big fan of these like mintier greens, it's not really mint green. It's sort of, but not really, but sort of. Then you're really going to love this polish. Pictured are 3 coats of Penelope Loose, a lavender field with a glossy top coat. Here we have Eyed Lacquer, and this is Die Mad You Salty-ish, priced at $12.50, and there's a cap of 200. That's a low cap, guys. And it's inspired by Die Mad print from Man Made by JS. I'm not sure, but the name is funny. It is a dark blue crowley with yellow, purple, blue shifting flakes and hollow flakies. You can see on the second coat, we get amazing coverage. I was okay with 2 coats. Could I have done a 3rd coat? Possibly. Because it's a crowley polish, I could have gone away with a 3rd coat and my base would have been a little bit darker. So I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 coats for everybody. But I was okay with the finished look that you're seeing here. We get this beautiful dark blue base, and then we get lots of fun colors on the nails. I see yellow and pink and purple, orange, green, all the fun stuff. This is screaming winter, January to me. Something where if I want something a little bit like dark, but want a little bit of fun on my nails because of the bright colors that we're seeing, then I'll definitely reach for this one. Pictured are 2 coats of Eyed Lacquer, Die Mad You Salty-ish with a glossy top coat. Eyed Lacquer is also bringing us their Da Balmer. I have been using this Da Balmer instead of cuticle oil this past like month, at least like for the past 6 weeks. I own tons of Da Balmer from Eyed Lacquer. It is an amazing product. You have mango butter, cocoa butter, this jojoba oil, so many great things, so many great ingredients. I keep one at work. I keep one in my purse. I do keep one in my car. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to I don't want to say thaw, like when I keep it in my car, just because it gets really cold my way, but I just like hold it between my hands for a little while and then it's perfectly fine. But this just melts right into the skin. I've actually been using it in between swatches instead of cuticle oil, and it's been doing a great job of keeping everything nice and moisturized, because man, are my fingers like hurting after all these Black Friday specials and all my swatches, guys. But this Da Balmer has been holding it down for me. So if you haven't tried the Da Balmer, I definitely recommend it. It's a great product. Here we have Roglaer, and this is Glacial, priced at $13, and there is no cap. It is a cornflower blue with red, gold, green, and blue glass flakies. So this is very crelly and jelly-like. You see on the first coat, we go on a little bit sheer, but we're getting lots of glorious flakies. I love these types of flakies in here. Now, I know they're glass flakes, but something about the opacity of the flake, I don't know how to describe it, but I really enjoy them. There's another polish that has these sort of flakies from Cuticula. That polish is called Dragon Glass, and I feel like these flakies are very similar, and I love the flakies in that polish. I built this one up in 3 coats. I'm going to recommend 3 coats for everybody because we're working with a more jelly, crelly sort of polish and base color. We do build up to that nice cornflower blue. I feel like a lot of people really enjoy this shade of blue. It's very flattering. It's like in between purple / blue. And then all of these glass flakies, loving it. It is like a colorful traffic light on the nails. Really enjoyed this one. Pictured are 3 coats of Roglaer Glacial with a glossy top coat. Here we have Sassy Sauce Polish, and this is fun sized, priced at $13, and there's a cap of 250 bottles. And welcome to the channel, Sassy Sauce. It's inspired by a photo of cake pops. It is a lilac base with a light sprinkle of black reflective / hollow dust and green, blue, violet shimmer. I built this one up in 2 coats. I'm going to recommend, I'd say 2 to 3 coats for everybody, just depending on how prominent your nail line is and the length of your nails. But I achieved full opacity in 2 coats, and I was completely happy with the finished look. That dusting of shimmer that we're seeing is so pretty. We get blue, we get green, but it's this very like light sort of blue and green. It gives us this icy effect, these icy vibes, very like sharp looking. The lilac base is stunning. You can still see it. The shimmer, though it's prominent, doesn't take away from that beautiful base. And we get sort of like darker shadows, darker shifts, contrasting against this lighter shimmer. And whatever dusting of hollow dust or like reflective dusting in here, it is stunning because it is so sparkly. Even in person, I get this lovely sparkle on the nail. So love that little component or that feature in this polish. Pictured are 2 coats of Sassy Sauce polish, fun sized with a glossy top coat. And last but not least is Zombie Claw, and this is insane, priced at $13.50, and there's a cap of 200, so another low cap, and it's inspired by Has Been Hotel, Alistair Insane Song. It is a black flicky base with electric red, gold, copper shimmer. This one is beautiful too, guys. I'm sorry. It just is. Zombie Claw is notorious for making these sort of flicky polishes that come in this like clear sort of base and then just build up beautifully. The glow that we're getting is that electric red, gold, copper shimmer. Again, Zombie Claw and the electric shimmer just go hand in hand. I love this finish. Look at that beautiful green shift that we're getting. Oh my God, this is definitely a winter polish for me. Thoroughly enjoyed it. 3 coats for everybody just because of the coverage that you're going to get with the black flakies and the shimmer. Those components is what's really building up this polish to opacity. Pictured are 3 coats of Zombie Claw Insane with a glossy top coat. All right, favorites. I was very strict with myself this month when choosing favorites because I know I go overboard all the time. So I have 3. The first one being from Garpath Lacquers, and this is the tie that binds. Garpath Lacquers, you guys know they've just been, this entire year they have been killing it with their polishes, and this one is adding it onto the list because, wow, absolutely gorgeous. This is perfect for the winter time, perfect for fall. Definitely want to stick this on my winter rack. I have Alchemy Lacquers. I remember when I painted my nails, when I swatched, I was like, whoa. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Looking at it in the bottle, I was like, it's a beautiful purple. It has that lovely glow to it. But I was like, I don't really think it's for me. But as soon as I got it on my nails, I was like, yes, this is for me. Jen and Berries, and this is There Are 4 Fights. Again, in this like deeper blue jean category. So you guys are seeing like a dark navy with a lot of gold. On my end, I'm seeing a lighter like indigo blue with yellow and green shifts and a little bit of gold. I love that in a polish where there's a million different colors and shifts. You see something different, I see something different, and then we flip-flop and we see what we're both seeing. It's just beautiful. Again, another beautiful winter polish. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know what you are planning on wish listing. What are your must-haves for a polish pickup this month? I can't believe we're already at the end of the year. Like, how did that happen? I remember starting off the beginning of the year and being introduced to so many new brands and makers, working with them, and now I am working with so many different makers and brands, and I'm so grateful because I get to share that with all of you guys. I get to show off the wonderful work that our makers do because they really do put a lot of hard work into their products. I'm looking forward to this new year and what this means for me and this polish world and this community. I feel like things are just growing and getting better, and the universe is here for me. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next one.